Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Hulu original film, Miguel Wants to Fight. And this is from director Oz Rodriguez, and who previously did Vampires vs. the Bronx, and worked on The Last Man on Earth. And here focuses on the story of Miguel, obviously, who's a 17-year-old who wants to get into his first fight before he winds up moving. He finds out from his parents that he's going to be moving away from his three best friends and his school, and he feels ashamed that he hasn't been involved in a fight when everybody else has, and he's kind of avoided them. So he gets this drive to try to figure out how to fight somebody before he makes this move, and tells his friends that he's going to be moving away. It works well as a coming-of-age story. Miguel, David, Cass, and Shrim are these friends that all feel like genuine teenagers. They act like teenagers. They have good chemistry together. They have that friend dynamic. And I think Tyler Dean Flores, who plays Miguel, gives a good performance. And you also have Christian Vunapola, Amani Lewis, and Suraj Partha, who play the rest of his friends, and they're all doing a good job. You enjoy spending time with them, but you also see Miguel go on this descent and kind of lose himself. And before he becomes too unlikable to turn things around, the film knows exactly when to hit that point to start that redemption arc, and you still feel invested in his journey for the most part. They do act like a bunch of jerks along the way, trying to get him ready for fighting, and they're acting like a bunch of dumbass teenagers, and it's believable. It works. What I do appreciate is Miguel keeps having these visions of him getting into these fights, and they're all staged like different fights. Like, he has a whole one bit ripped right out of Enter the Dragon. He's in the yellow and black jumpsuit and everything. There's some other fun action fight scenes that he's imagining in his head, and I think that Rodriguez does a really good job of directing them, bringing a lot of personality, doing some good homages. It does hit a lot of beats that you expect for a coming-of-age story. It's not particularly original in that way. The film's also 75 minutes, and it's breezy. It gets through its story. They could have maybe done a little bit more to dig deeper into Miguel's experience and his friends' experiences, but they do an efficient job of bringing things to light, his dynamic with his mom, and especially his dad, and the expectations of him not being tough enough, or at least the perception that he feels like people don't think he's tough enough. And you get invested in his journey, you have a fun time. It's a rock-solid coming-of-age story with some cool action fight scenes that are fantastical and over-the-top and exciting, and they work. And I think this film is a fine little film. It's a good one to take the time. 75 minutes is not a big commitment for a feature-length film, and it's right there on Hulu for you to give it a try. But those are my thoughts on Miguel Wants to Fight. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.